Hi everyone, welcome to Ammu Simple Maths for Class 10 CBSE Mathematics. I am Amudavalli, your Maths teacher. Dear students, now I am going to teach you a very important question number 7 from your NCERT exercise 7.1 for chapter 7 coordinate geometry. So far, by applying the distance formula, you have calculated the distance and you have found out what type of polygons can be formed by making use of the 3 points and 4 points on a coordinate plane. Now this question is entirely different. Now let me read the question. Find the point on the x-axis. Find the point on the x-axis. So here we are asked to find only point. So by making use of the distance formula, we are going to find out the coordinates of a point, which is equidistance. So these two are the keywords to solve this question. Find the point on the x-axis. This is first keyword. And equidistance, that means the distance from the point, that is from 2, minus 5 and minus 2, 9. So a point is on the x-axis. So let us have a recall. See, this is, you all know, this is an horizontal axis, that is x, o, x dash. This is the x-axis, horizontal axis. So a point on the x-axis that we are asked to find. That means, see, any point on the x-axis, this will be what? 1, 0. This will be 2, 0. This is 3, 0, 4, 0, 5, 0, 6, 0. If it goes to the negative axis, then that is minus 1, 0, minus 2, 0, minus 3, 0. So from this you can understand, when a point is lying on the x-axis, y coordinate will be always 0. Once again I will repeat, if a point is lying on the x-axis, x only will take either positive value or negative value, whereas y will be 0. So a point lying on the x-axis can be, generally we can write it as, so x will take any value and y will be always 0. So if a point is lying on the x-axis, the coordinates will be denoted x, 0. Suppose if the point is lying on the y-axis, means, see, y will take values, x will be 0. So for that coordinates we have to take as 0y, because the x coordinates will be 0. See, that is 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, like that it goes. So a point on the x-axis, we can take it as x, 0. And there are 2 points, 2, minus 5, 2, minus 5. See, for example, this is point A, and next is minus 2, 9, somewhere like that. So this is B. That means in a point is on the x-axis, let that point be, say, P, and what is given? It is equidistant from these points A and B. This point is at a equal distance. So this PA is equal to PB. So this is the relationship given. Making use of the relationship, by applying the distance formula, we have to find out the coordinates of the point P. This point B, we can take it as x, 0. So we can now, with this understanding, because we'll step into the solution part. Okay, how to present the solution, I'll teach you. Let the point on x-axis be P x, 0. According to question, the 2 points equidistant. The 2 points at equidistant are A and B. A is with the coordinates 2, minus 5, and B with the coordinates minus 2, 9. That means the distance PA, line segment PA, is equal to PB, because the point P is at equal distance from these 2 points. So PA equal to PB. We all know what is the distance between 2 points. So we have to make use of apply the distance formula. The distance between any 2 points is given by square root of x2 minus x1 the whole squared plus y2 minus y1 the whole squared. So P is x comma 0. So that is PA will be x minus 2 the whole squared, x2 minus x1, so x minus 2 the whole squared, plus y2 minus y1, that is 0 minus of minus plus 5 squared, that is equal to, similarly we can calculate PB, x2 minus x1, so x minus of minus plus 2, x plus 2 the whole squared, and 0 minus 9, that is minus 9 the whole squared. Okay. So that will be both the sides radical sign, square root sign is there. So we can square on both sides so that the square root will go. So we can equate and we can find out the value of x. That is the nothing but the x coordinate of the point P. Okay. Square on both sides. If you square on both sides, the square root will get removed. So that is x minus 2 the whole squared plus 25. That is equal to x plus 2 the whole squared plus 9 squared is 81. X minus 2 the whole squared is like a minus b the whole squared, and x plus 2 squared is like resembling like a plus b the whole squared. So we have to recall the identities, algebraic identities. A minus b the whole squared is a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. A plus b squared is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So that is x squared minus 4x plus 4 plus 25, x minus 2 the whole squared, this is expansion, and x plus 2 the whole squared is, say it is a squared plus 2ab, 2 into a into b, that is 4x plus 4 plus 81. So both the sides see x squared with the same sign. So when you bring this side, x squared minus x squared will get cancelled. So you can remove like this. Now this plus 4x when it comes to this side, because always you have to keep the variable on the left side. So minus 4x. When this right side, if it bring it to the left side, that is also minus 4x. 25 plus 4, 29. 81 plus 4, 85. Now we have to take the constant term to the right side. Minus 4x both are negative. So minus 8x. So 85. When this plus 29 get transposed to the right side, minus 29. 85 minus 29. 15 minus 9, 6. 70 minus 20, 50. So 56. So therefore x equal to 56 divided by minus 8. That is nothing but minus of 56 by 8. 8 ones are 8 sevens are. So minus 7. So we have found out what would be the x coordinate abscissa of the point P. Hence P we have taken it as x comma 0. So we have found out the value. So that is equal to P of minus 7 comma 0 is the point on x-axis. This is the required answer. It's a very important question, board exam point of view. Please, since it's a newly introduced from question 7 only, the equidistant concept, please watch several times, understand the concept. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section. Thank you. Happy learning.